Welcome back. South African recording artist and saxophonist Donveno Prins stood among the exceptional talents at the recent jazz extravaganza in Windhoek, where the music trio Mi Casa headlined the festival. Joining us from Cape Town, Donveno speaks to us on his experience here in Namibia and his time at the Jazz Festival. Donveno, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. How are you doing, Nina?
I'm good, thank you. How are you this evening?
Oh, fantastic. Cape Town has got beautiful weather here. And it's good to be on your show.
Thank you so much for joining us. Donveno, for our viewers who might be unfamiliar with you, just provide a brief background on yourself and, your musical journey.
Yeah, so I am a saxophonist, born in Cape Town, South Africa. I started my musical journey when I was like 15 years old. I started playing trumpets in bands called the Christmas choirs, and then I moved on to playing trumpets, and then from there I fell in love with the sound of the saxophone. And when I was 19 years old, I started playing with jazz bands and gospel bands. And you know how it goes in the music industry, people see you playing here and, word of mouth happens. And I ended up playing in Jonathan Butler's band not too long ago. And now he's his resident saxophone player whenever he comes to SA. And I've performed all over the world, the United States, all over Europe, and even in the Emirates, So I'm just grateful for this, this gift that has been bestowed on me, for me to be able to do all these things, and now I've got my own band, I've got my own albums out, and I produce music, and also I have a company called Saxify's Productions, where we produce shows, and we also create a platform for up and coming musicians, whether it be jazz, gospel, R&B, so that's where I am at, as a performing artist and a recording artist.
Tell me, was this your first visit to Namibia? And if so, what were your impressions?
I've actually been to Namibia. The first time was in 1999.
That doesn't count.
When I was 19 years old, actually. So you can do the math, and I've been there, several times. And every time I went to Namibia, it's just been a blast. Most of the time when I went to Namibia, it was for Windhoek. Playing some shows there. But this one has been really, really fantastic.
Yeah.
The experience was amazing. It was my first time playing at a big festival like this in Namibia.
And of course, Namibia's Jazz Festival is really a significant social event each year. A lot of people look forward to it. What was your experience like this year?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was beautiful. Apart from the weather that was great, it only started raining later on in the evening. The weather was fantastic. The people was amazing. The energy was tangible, and it just gave me that sense of extra oomph to just give my best and all on that big stage. And when I came down from my performance, the people were so welcoming, it was just amazing to mingle amongst them, and just to get this sense of family and, the different culture in Namibia and the different, artists in Namibia that I could be able to have, connect with, So it was fantastic. It was beautiful.
Yeah. You gave a great performance. I think it was so exhilarating. You came down from the stage, you were playing your saxophone amongst the people in the crowd, on the floor, and on the ground there. Is that usually how you perform? You like to get up close and personal with your fans?
Of course. There's nothing better for me. There's a lot of artists that likes to play big venues and, have these big, amazing crowds, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, it's always nice and awesome to be amongst the people, to be closer to them, And so I like intimate settings.
Yeah.
And so when I play a big stage, I normally come down from the big stage to, to be amongst the people, to feel the energy, and It's been amazing. It's been amazing. You know, Windhoek's people are just something else. Their way of communicating with people are different. You know, the way with you know, making you feel welcome is on a different level. And you know, I've really experienced something amazing being in Windhoek and you know, communicating with the people.
Yeah. Of course, this year also at the Jazz Festival, Judith Sepuma was also there. Mi Casa was headlining the festival. Of course, they're fellow South Africans of yours. Have you ever shared a stage with them before?
Yep. Yes, I have. Judith is a very good friend of mine. We've performed together. I've performed in her band a couple of times, and then when I went solo as a solo artist, I got to you know, share the stage with Judith once again. I did this show called Saxy Vibes every year, and one of the shows I called Judith up and I asked her if she would be a part of my show, and without hesitation she said yes. And the show was sold out, and we had a fantastic time, you know. So Judith is an amazing performer, amazing artist, and a fantastic person.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, she is, you know, musical royalty, you know. And with Jay, them and Mi Casa, I've also played in Mi Casa's band as well, you know. And so they are also good friends of mine. And so I am just, you know, honored to be on the same stage as them, same festival as them. And you know, it's always nice to be in their company and to, you know, experience them and to learn from them, because they've been in the industry for a long time. Some are award-winning artists, you know, MTV award-winning artists. So yeah, it's just, for me, it's fun to be with them and, you know, to experience, you know, what they've went through in the music industry and to learn from them.
Yeah. And of course, Donveno, you got to meet a lot of Namibian artists as well. So were there any Namibian artists that really captivated you during the festival?
Oh yeah, yeah, I was impressed. It's beautiful. What's this girl's name? Letitia Kutsie, a beautiful singer and guitarist as well. I connected with her after the festival, and we actually did a song together on the festival. And so we had a bit of a chat after the festival, and you know, hopefully there's plans for us to, you know, do some projects together, you know, to record some songs together, and you never know what might come of it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's another artist that actually blew me away as well. His name is Gesi. Gesi is a guitarist and singer as well. So I mean, Namibia has the most amazing talent ever.
Well, on behalf of them, thank you so much. Looking ahead, Donveno, what's next on your musical agenda? And of course, where can we listen to your music? I know that you're busy promoting your latest single, a cover of Arya Starr's Rush. Talk to us about that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I did that song, Rush. Well, I didn't expect it to be, you know, so, you know, received so well, you know. So I recorded that song, and it just did very well. I am also just recorded another Christmas song for this festive season, obviously, called The Christmas Song, and people can get that on the you know, online platforms. And then obviously I've got 2 albums out, and people can get that also on the online platforms. And then I've plans for next year, 2024, to record another jazz album. And in, is it now May? No, June of 2024, I'm also producing another show here in Cape Town called Saxy Vibes 6. It's my 6th installment at the 5,000-seater Grand Arena in Cape Town. But I'm hoping to take that show on the road as well, and also to bring it to Namibia, and just to do like a Donveno tour in Namibia, you know. So that would be something to, you know, look forward to, and to, you know, to start working on.
Well, fantastic. All the best with that. And I appreciate your time and joining us this evening. Have a fantastic festive season, and hopefully we get to speak to you more in the future.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for having me. And to all your viewers in Namibia, have a great festive season, and Merry Christmas to you all.
That was Donveno Prins, a South African saxophonist, speaking to us. So all the way from Cape Town in South Africa. He was recently part of the Jazz Festival, which took place over the weekend here in Windhoek. On that note, we come to the end.